Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I apologize for using an avatar today, but my allergies are playing up. Everything here is covered in like 2 inches of thick yellow pollen, and it's playing havoc with me at the moment. So that's why I'm using an avatar. Anyway, today I've got Denise McClelland on. That's Aaliyah's mother. Aaliyah was found murdered well, she was found dead, but hanging. And Denise believes it was foul play and not a suicide, the way it was ruled. So last video, we looked at a couple of the suspects that Denise believes were involved. And so today we're going to look at the last four. Actually, there were four that Denise. So let me bring her on. Okay, hi Denise, how are you doing?
Hello, how you doing? All
I'm
right.
good. Okay, so last time we left off, we were looking at Ciroc and Courtney Brown. So this is Courtney. She was Aaliyah's girlfriend, correct? Or
Yes.
they weren't together at the time, is that right?
Um,
Had they broken
Aaliyah would
up or were they?
Aaliyah would say they wasn't, but that's just because everybody was like, "Why are you with her? Why you keep staying with her?" And because they knew about the abuse, and I
Right.
believe Aaliyah was with her, but Aaliyah just called her ex, just so people wouldn't say
Okay.
stuff to her.
So this was Courtney. This is Ciroc. And you believe she was highly involved in it,
Oh
correct?
yeah,
I mean, she obviously, I don't see her doing it on her own. She's
right.
90 pounds soaking wet, but she obviously had help. This is Ciroc. And this is Ciroc's mother. Now, what role do you think she played in it?
I think she basically talked to law enforcement or paid them off to protect her daughter, Ciroc.
Now, how does she have that power, though? What does she do to be?
Um, she's a well-known Christian playwright or producer in Houston. She has ties because I had a retired forensic investigator run her name. She
Uh-huh.
has ties to the police and ties to the DA. And I was told she has money.
Okay, so basically, you believe she kind of hushed it up because of her daughter,
And then
correct?
I remember before she told me that her brother or brother-in-law or something was a police officer.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's look at the others. Now, this is Michael Dozier. Now, what role do you think he played?
I think that he was the man strength that basically hung my daughter. They called him and he did it because I got a phone call one day out the blue from this girl named Bella. I didn't know her, and she decided to tell on him.
Uh-huh.
And she said his name was Michael and that he was dangerous and that he sold drugs to the people in the apartment complex, to the security guard, and to the office people.
Uh-huh.
And then she told me the story about one day that um, Aaliyah had called the police on him and was told the police about his trap house. And he said he was going to get her. And a month later, my daughter is gone.
Okay.
Um, the girl Bella, I had talked to her on the phone when, but anyways, and then we started through talking through text. So
Right.
she texted me his full name, Michael Dozier, and then she said, I asked her, "How did you know?" She told on him, and she said, he had told me. She said that she would, and then she did. I'm assuming something happened between them. That there's more to the story.
Okay. So that would be another motive. So it sounds like there was possibly more than one motive for
Right.
Aaliyah, for them to even do this to Aaliyah. Now, this is Shiloh Vondra. Actually, she looks very much like Aaliyah, doesn't she?
Oh
Wow,
yeah, she
that's
could be
Aaliyah with the bag.
mistaken. But my
Yeah,
dad said she could be mistaken as Aaliyah.
yeah, they look like they could be sisters. Now, her name's Shiloh Vondra.
Hmm.
And so, but she goes by Blue, correct?
Yes.
And Blue was a very good friend, or she was very close with Aaliyah, because it seems
Yeah.
like a lot of the pictures they're both together.
Yeah, and
And
they got a lot of silly videos together and stuff.
right. And so, what role did she play in it, do you think?
Well, it's a long story about the FBI, but the FBI was involved, and the FBI agent told me that maintenance went to go do emergency maintenance that night, and he thought he seen Aaliyah standing outside around the time they found her, or
Right,
you know. And I said, no. I said, unless he went up and spoke to her, I said that
yeah,
was not Aaliyah, that was Blue.
right,
Because they look alike and everything.
yeah,
And I was like, she was the lookout person. I believe she was the one watching to make sure nobody would see anything or nobody
right.
was coming by or anything.
Wow, okay. All right. And then lastly, we have Fargo Jones. Now, I'm guessing his name isn't Fargo, it's
No,
probably William or
I
something crazy. But
right. Mm,
but where does he fit in?
he fits in. I also believe he was the man's strength. He used to make runs for Michael. So
Right,
he used to be Michael's little druggie. And then I had spoke to I started posting his name on Facebook and saying that I believed he had something to do with, like, I believed he was the main strength that hung my daughter. And then
right,
all of a sudden he reached out to me. He's never reached out to me before. He reached out to me, and as talking to him, I could just tell he was lying.
right,
Um, you could just tell he was lying. And then this one girl that's real close to him, she said that he was acting funny that day and
mm,
wasn't acting like himself and did not want us to talk about Aaliyah.
right. Okay.
So
So we got um Siroc's mother. Her name's what? Rose.
yes, sorry, my phone's ringing.
Okay, so this is Siroc's mother. This is Siroc. Siroc. What's her name again?
Her real name is Demetrius.
Oh, Demetrius, that's right. Anyway, then we've got Courtney Brown, Aaliyah killer, it says. This is Courtney once again. Oh, and we came across a picture of Courtney when she was a girl. And this is Courtney. Yeah, I think I like her. I think she looks better as a man, don't you?
Yeah, she does. She's ugly both ways. I mean, but I posted that picture right there on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I posted, and they gave me a warning. They took it down.
Oh, they did. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
She probably reported it because I know yesterday I was doing a TikTok live, and all I was doing was reading some of the autopsy, and all of a sudden I get this little thing that popped up saying somebody reported me and said I was bullying and harassing. And I'm like, how? I
Well, it
was just
doesn't.
reading
It
something.
actually says Corny, not Courtney. Corny,
Yeah.
which is probably
Oh,
more
okay.
appropriate. And
Yeah.
down below here it says Chris Brown. So neither of those are her name. So there you go with that. Anyway,
Right.
whatever. Okay, so we got Courtney. Now we got Michael Dozier, and we have Shiloh Vondra, and who is this? Oh, Fargo Jones. So they're all interconnected. Now, all these people, are they close? Do they know one another? Or do you think they just got together for this?
Now they um like Michael, he's out at my daughter's apartment complex. He lives out there. I have screenshots and proof they are all talking to each other. They all know each other. They act like they don't, but they do. Like you probably seen the video that Courtney did. She says, and that Ciroc bitch, whoever she is, and like she don't know her. But
Right,
yet you're telling Ciroc, happy birthday, King Ciroc.
right. And I think it's interesting that after this happened, um, how did you know that Courtney called Ciroc or said something to Ciroc about I know what you did?
You have a video, the video that I sent you, you have it posted. Just watching the video, she was trying to say that Aaliyah did this to herself in the video. Then she's getting angry, and then she says that Ciroc set her up, and she says,
Right.
"You know what you did."
Oh, okay. All right. Um, okay. Who is OG Will?
That is Michael Dozier. He goes by OG Will because, of course, they don't use his name Michael. So he
Right.
goes by OG Will or Green, and he does tattoos. And
Right.
actually, Michael is in prison now. He sat in jail for a year on a gun charge and a drug charge. And
Right.
then finally, he went to prison. They sentenced him to prison. So he went to prison for 6 years on a fentanyl charge. So he's
Right.
off the streets, thank God, for a minute.
Right. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to pull up another picture you sent to me of him and of Aaliyah's apartment. Hold on 1 minute. So you think this was all? I mean, what do you think? Do you think it was planned out? Do you think um, it was, they intended basically to beat her up and it went wrong? What do you think happened?
Um, I would like to just think that they didn't have a plan, that it just had that they was gonna just plan on beating her up and it just got out of hand. That's what I'd like to think. I would not like to think that they sat there and plotted on her. Um,
Right,
but I
right.
actually
Because
don't
no,
know
I'm just wondering.
exactly.
Right. I mean, with 5 people, uh, I would imagine someone at some point is going to crack. You know what I mean? It's just too
Yeah,
many people involved.
you would think so,
Uh,
but I believe because Ciroc is a Pyru blood, that is a
yeah,
gang. I
right,
have proof that they have gang ties. I'm not. Yeah, Blue's got something about she's she's got like she's a Crip. Uh,
right. Okay.
but anyways, Courtney has posted something about a blood in the Pyru before, so I got, and plus I got pictures of them throwing gang signs. So I feel like gangs are involved, and the gang code is to be quiet, not to say nothing. That's the
Right.
gang code. And then I remember, I would say about a year ago, I was on somebody's live and I didn't even know anything about the gangs. I wasn't even talking about gang involvement or nothing. But somebody in the comments, and I screenshot it because it was weird. Somebody in the comment was just like, blood in, blood out. I'm like, what?
Okay. Huh.
So,
Well, this is Fargo Jones again, and the V stands for violence. He needs to pull his pants up for sure.
mhm.
Um, and then this is the apartment complex. This is Aaliyah's apartment complex that night, correct? So
Yes.
that's why nobody
Oh,
could see anything or
right.
saw it.
I didn't take the picture that night, but that's what it looked like that night.
Okay.
It was dark like that night. It was dark like that till August 1st. and then the
Right.
apartment complex put up.
Oh, okay. All right. So it was completely dark when you first saw it. You know,
And
this is different to how it was that night, is what you
no,
said.
no, it's not different. That's how it was that night. It was pitch black like that
Oh,
night.
okay. Okay.
And
And
then August 1st,
where was Aaliyah's apartment adjacent to this? It looks like some sort of
kind of back that way.
okay.
I don't know how to say it.
Is it big, the apartment complex?
Um, yeah, it is because it's like two apartments in one. So
Oh,
they got the village at Piney Point, and their address is 2401. Then across the street, they got another apartment complex area, and that
right.
address is a different address. It's 2501. So we
Oh,
got 2401, 2501, and so and they own both of them, and they're adjacent to each other basically.
okay. All
So
right.
yeah, huge. And then where Elise's apartment was, the exit gate was just steps away from her door. I would
Right.
say about 5 steps away from her door to go out to the parking lot and jump in your car and leave.
Right. Right. And so getting back to Courtney, so at one point, um, Courtney and Aaliyah got into some type of altercation, and Aaliyah asked Courtney to leave, and Courtney comes back with two people, a man and a woman, who proceed to break into her house and beat her up. And did they take anything? And what did Courtney do?
They didn't take anything. Courtney stood above her and watched and told her, "This is you're gonna get what you deserve,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what you deserve." But the weird thing of it is I have a voice clipping of my daughter on December 6th of 2019 at 2:30 in the morning. She's calling me hysterical, talking about they just bashed her head in and they beat her and stuff.
Did you
And I
send
call,
me that? Did you send
yeah.
me that? Hold on a second. Let me see. What? Carry on and tell the story. I'm going to see if I can find it.
And then I called her at 6:30 in the morning because I was asleep at 2:30. So I called her at 6:30 in the morning. And she told me that story that Courtney came over and broke in with the guy and the girl, and Courtney watched him beat her. And she told me she had calmed down because at 2 o'clock, basically when she called crying and upset, she wanted to come home. But at 6:30, when I called her, she had calmed down and said she wanted to stay and work things out. Well, what's weird too, and maybe your viewers can figure this out for me, because I have a police report and it's also dated December 6th, 2019, but it's at 11:25 a.m. And it states Wilson called the police and reported that she had been assaulted by her ex-girlfriend. Courtney Brown and two other suspects, Kayla and Larry Greer, also, officers located this female and Greer, who stated that Wilson and Brown were in a mutual fight with each other and they left because they did not want to be involved. The officers observed minor bruisings to Wilson's face. And then I have this thing, Ali was texting a friend on December 6th, 2019 at 11:11 a.m. And she said, "A lot has gone on. Courtney stirred up some BS. So last night, this guy and girl beat me down till I was bloody." And
Mm.
then I have another report dated December 5th, 2019. And it says, and the time is 9:36
Yeah.
p.m. And it says Wilson reported that she was assaulted by Courtney Brown after they broke up on the same day. Wilson told officers that she told Brown to leave and that Brown returned later with Larry and Caitlin Greer. She claimed Greer forced his way into her apartment and sat down at the table before questioning her about what she had been saying to people. Wilson claimed that both Greers assaulted her, but Courtney did not. A witness reported she said, "Are you ready?" That's what the witness said he
Right.
heard. And then officers reported that Wilson had blood coming out from her nose. So that it just don't add up. It don't make sense at all. The times
Right.
and I mean, even if she called the police later, I mean, she would have cleaned up the blood from her nose, and it just I'm just confused. It's just confusing.
Yeah, you
So
would
I
have
just
thought so.
gotta right. I just gotta go keep going through this
Yeah, well,
paperwork and
maybe somebody might have a answer, because I thought, well, maybe she reported it later, maybe, but that doesn't even sound right either. So this is who is Shay Majors?
he is God rest his soul because he passed away. He's somebody that I did an interview with on Facebook. Basically, when this first happened, he was like one of the first people to help me out.
Right.
And I had did the interview with him, and I guess Courtney reached out to him after
And
the
you said he
interview.
passed away?
Yes.
What of? Is he
Um,
young?
I believe suicide.
Oh no.
The
Wow.
family didn't say what, didn't want to say what, but
Yeah.
you could tell he was depressed. So that's what I
Okay.
believe it was.
So Courtney reached out to him and he
Hmm.
says, "What's going on, mama?" And she says, "Laugh my fucking ass off. What's wrong? Bro, the police not finna help this lady, my boy. Period." Um, is that even English? But anyway, uh, how does she know the police aren't fitna to help you? You know what I mean? Now, this recording of Aaliyah calling you, I don't have it in my thing. Do you have
Okay.
it? Can you play it?
Yes, give me 1 second to turn my laptop on, and I sure
Yeah, it's
will.
not. Yeah, it's not in my thing here.
Oh, I got it. I just got to turn my computer on right quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oops.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I hope I punched the code all right. Oh, dang, I didn't. Punched in the code wrong. Hold on.
Okay.
I hate that. And then it's like, okay, uh, I'm like, I asked my friend, do I have to have a code? Because what if I forget it? Then what? I'm just locked out the computer.
No, a
It's
lot of
like,
computers save it for you now, and most of mine are saved. I'm like, oh God, I wouldn't remember anything. Or
oh, okay.
I leave a lot of it in my phone.
Oh, I know. And I ain't gonna lie, I use the same passcode for
Yeah.
almost everything because I don't want to forget it.
Right.
But I know one passcode I will not use because Corny is tech smart and I refuse to use it because I already know she would figure it out. So I might as well say what it is because I don't use it.
Right.
But it would be, I thought about using it before. So, but then I thought about it. I'm like, no, Corny figure that out quick and she will hack
Yeah.
me. But
Yeah.
it is Leah Wilson 7/19/2020.
Okay.
So, and I decided not to use that because, yeah, Courtney would sit there and try to figure that out and probably figure it out.
Right.
So, okay, give me a second. I keep typing it in wrong, maybe because I'm nervous. So, okay, just
Take
give
your
me a
time.
second. I do got it. And then I'm probably typing it too because this computer's touch screen. So I accidentally touched the wrong thing. And I messed up. Okay, there it went in. Okay, let me go to my Facebook right quick and pull Aaliyah's messages up. It's in Aaliyah's messages. So hold on. Okay, here she goes.
Can't get over how alike they are, her and Blue.
I know that the same skin complexion. They both had bald heads.
Yeah.
They were about the same height and weight. And it's like, yeah, that's why they sat there and called each other. Blue would be like, "That's I'm her sister's keeper. That's my sister." She considered Aaliyah her sister. And
there's so much alike.
Right. And I probably hate her, Blue, a little more than I do Courtney. I mean, I hate Courtney too and all of them, but I think I have a little more against Blue for the simple fact that, okay, you're saying you were going to protect Aaliyah, you are a sister's keeper. Well, you know what happened to her and you do nothing.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, my animosity is a little more against her. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm just about there because it's December 6th and I'm on the 10th. So hold on. I'm just about to say. Before I looked at the date, I used to have to just scroll. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I'm about to play it.
It hurts when I breathe. When I come home, my chest hurts, like my head got banged in, like I want to come home, Mama. I don't care about none of that stuff. I just want to know why everybody hates me. I want to come home. Again. I'm scared people are out to get me. Like, I should never feel like that.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, yeah. I remember that one. Okay, because I just caught at the very beginning. She said she got her head bashed in. So that was on. You got that what day?
That was on December 6th, 2019 at 2:38 a.m. And I called her back. Let me see, scroll. I called her back at, I believe, I called her. Oh, okay. I think this is my call. I would have called her back at 11:26 a.m. I thought it was 6:30.
And the police report says it was a completely different day.
No, it was the same day, and she had calmed down.
Right. Okay.
So, okay. So if I called her at 11:26 a.m., she would have been like, I just called the police. And for one, I mean, I don't know. The police report states at 11:25 a.m. on one, and then on the one where it's talking about she was bloody.
Right.
That is like at 9:30, and it's like, make it make sense. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. I mean, because obviously she was bloody if they beat her. It wasn't just no bruising. And that the officer he's seen blood, and if it would have happened a while ago, she would have cleaned herself up. And the officer wanted to noted that he's seen anything.
Right, exactly. Okay,
well, said, I see some dried blood.
Exactly. All right, so those are the 5 people. We'll go over them one more time. We've got Siroc's mother, Rose. We have Siroc. We have Courtney Brown. We got Michael Dozier, Fargo Jones, and Blue Shylavondra. So, hopefully we can at least try and get this looked at again. You know, there are people working behind the scenes trying to get more information and get stuff that maybe you can't get. And we'll see what happens in the very near future. You know, I'll find out who we've got to go to, who do you deal with when you want something reopened. From what I understand, it's the coroner, but it may or may not be. We'll find out. But anyway, okay, so we'll go for now, and we'll be back on again with any updates. All right. So,
Thank you. I appreciate you, Josie.
You're okay. All right. Well, I'll give you a call later. All right. Everybody.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Okay, everybody take care. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. So, just so everybody knows, well, you know already, Denise is still fighting for justice for her daughter. There's a tip line. The number is there, and there is up to a $10,000 reward. So anyone that knows anything, please call, and hopefully we'll get somewhere, because Denise isn't giving up, and neither am I. Everybody take care for now. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.